everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps. It has been quite a while since I have done a YouTube video for you guys, and I have to apologize. I've had some pretty rough couple of weeks. My father passed away on June 13th, and before that, the week before, he got sick, and so I have been dealing with that, and unfortunately that has taken me away from my normal life, and being able to focus, and quite honestly the desire to want to do anything. But I'm slowly gaining myself back and trying to get back into the groove of things. So I wanted to share with you guys, every month I do free card packets on my blog. If you shop in my online store, if you spend $25, you receive one of the free card packets. If you spend $35, I send you two. And if you spend $50, I send you all three. So this is card one for my July free card packets. So I'm just going to show you really quick how I put this card together. And then make sure that you watch until the end of the video, because I do have a special giveaway that I'm going to announce at the end of the video. So please make sure you watch it all the way through so you can get those details. Okay, so how I send these is I put everything in the envelope that you're going to need to make the card. I do not send any stamped images because that is against Stampin' Up! Policy. So I will just send you the envelope with the cardstock inside. Okay. So on this particular card, my card base, I used the thick Whisper White, and this is one of the elongated fold cards. And then I have a piece of Calypso Coral that has been embossed with the subtle embossing dynamic texture folder. I am obsessed with this folder, by the way. I've used it almost on every card I've designed since I started, or since I received it. I almost forgot this I almost overlooked it in the new catalog when it came out, and I'm so glad I seen it, and I ran back and got it really quick. So then we're going to use a piece of Old Olive, and then I'm going to send you a piece of Whisper White that's already cut out in the stitched oval shape, and then these aren't popped out, but I will pop them out and you will receive them. I'll actually just pop it. Well, I want to do my sentiment first, but anyway, these will be popped out for you. I just didn't do it for the video. And then you're going to need the Southern Serenade stamp set, and you can shop in my online store and get all of these supplies to make your own card if you want to do it just like I am. This is the light Calypso Coral, this is the dark Calypso Coral, and then I have the dark and the light Old Olive markers, those are actually the Stampin' Blends. And then the Memento Tuxedo Black ink is what we're going to stamp our image in. And then another one of my obsessions from the new catalog is this beautiful tulle dotted polka dot ribbon. I love this. Now I won't be sending the ribbon, and I won't be sending the pearls. It's just the cardstock that I'm going to be sending, okay? So let's go ahead and I'll grab the flower image, and I'm going to just grab, let's see if it'll fit good. Nope, I don't like that block. I'll just grab one of our bigger blocks here, and then I'm also going to need the thank you sentiments. Those are the only two that we're going to use. Oh no, wait a second, I forgot the background. We need this one for our background. So let me grab more blocks, and we'll just put that there, and then the thank you we'll put there. I'll make sure here in a second that I have that nice and even. So let's just go ahead and grab our oval, and then for our inks, I am also using the Seafoam. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause the video to go get this. I just got done doing my online class for my Sea of Textures, and I put everything away, and I forgot that I was using this for my background. So we'll just open this up, and then we're just going to take this image here, and I do have these, I do have this supply list in the PDF on my blog if you guys are interested, okay? And then I just stamped off on a scrap piece of paper that I have out of the camera view. So what that means is you ink your image up in your ink, and then you stamp off on a piece of scrap paper. And then you just get a lighter image like that. Okay. Then I'm just going to close that up because that's all we need that for. I'm going to grab my Memento ink. And I think it's easier. I'm going to make sure I have that straightened up a little bit. And then I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to bring the ink pad to the stamp instead of how we normally do it. It's just easier on these bigger stamps. And you want to make sure that you kind of get this one up high on your image so that way you can get all your flowers in there that we're going to be coloring. And then just kind of stamp it like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and ink up the sentiment. If I can find that little piece of Whisper White scrap piece, the punches were laying on top of it. So I'm just going to ink that up in the same tuxedo black ink. And just, you want to make sure that you're going to stamp it where you can fit your the circle around it, the punch around it, if you decide that you're going to punch it out. So let's move that out of the way. And then we're just going to take the scalloped, this is the 1 3/8, and we're just going to slide that in there and make sure that you have, pretty much have it centered where you want it. And then we'll take the 1 1/2 punch, and I'm just going to pop a circle out with that. Okay, and then we'll just layer those here in just a bit. For right now, I'm just going to put it out of the way, and we'll move that out of the way. And then we're just going to color these in with our Stampin' Blend markers. And you can shade it however you decide to shade it. I tried to do like some of the lower ones in the darker, like the bottom leaves in the darker shade, but you can do it however you decide that you want to do it. It's kind of hard for me to talk and do this and do it quickly, so I'm just gonna try to hurry the best that I can and still stay inside the lines. Kind of do something like that, and then something like that, and then I'm just gonna go straight down in the, right now I'm using the darker Old Olive, so then let's go in with the lighter. I'm just gonna check and make sure you guys can still see what I'm doing. And then it's really important, like in these tight areas, that you just kind of go slow and then make sure that you're using the tip of the marker. And that will help you not go outside the lines. Okay. And then I just randomly chose the flowers, and you can do shading on this one. I think I'll just do it all. Right now I'm using the darker. Okay. And then on a few of them, you know, you can do light and dark. Kind of leave those empty and do that. This one I think I'm gonna kind of do this way, and we'll just do the outside of it. And then just randomly choose different ones on here. You just want a nice varied amount of colors is what I'm going for. Okay, let's go back in now with the light. And if we have to, we can go back in and add more of the dark. I'll just do this whole flower in the light. And I'm going to go back in on the dark for that, just to give it a little bit of depth. I haven't really had a chance to play with these markers a lot, to be honest with you guys. I wished I had more time. I love coloring. I loved coloring when I was a little girl. go back in now with the dark. And this is the dark Calypso Coral. So let's just finish it. Okay. And then it looks like I forgot one of the leaves right here. So I'll do that one in the dark and this one in the light. Okay. So that's it. That is all for that. Let's go ahead and grab some of our ribbon. And this is an old trick I've seen a long, long time ago. I'm just going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to tie it in a knot around one of my spritzers. I use my spritzer a lot for this. Just kind of snug on it. And then I feel like I kind of did this backwards. Just pulling that. You want to make sure that this end you have enough that you can wrap around the back of your card. And once you get that done, just flip it over and you just snip it right in the middle. And then you can, I always just pull on it just to make sure I have a good tight fit there. And then I'm just going to take this, put it there, and then I'm going to take just some regular Scotch tape, hold it on the back, make sure that when I cut it I have enough that's going around the back of my card. And I'm just going to tape that piece then down as well. Move that out of the way. And then we'll just layer this right onto that piece of old olive. Let me grab some snail. You can use snail or you could use the Tombow multi-purpose glue. And you just want to get that as centered as you can. Then once you have it, you can change the bow if you want it to go in that direction or just kind of fuss with it a little bit. And then we're going to layer this piece onto the thick Whisper White card base. And just center that like that. And then I'm going to pop this piece up with dimensionals. So let me just, it looks like that one's already got the backing off, and now it's going to stick to this one. You guys just had one of those days, because today that's the kind of the day I've been having. Let me see if I can grab my piercing tool, because for some reason that doesn't want to peel off there. It's got two on there, now I can't. Oh my goodness. I don't want to peel it off or try to get the dimensional off the cardstock now because I'm afraid it'll rip. Okay, let's see if I can. There we go. Let's throw that away. Start over. That one, when it landed, I could see that that dimensional had another backing on it. It was a brand new dimensional, so I'm not too sure why it just didn't peel off really easy. Okay, and then we'll just center that right there, and then let's just grab some pearls and let's see what I already have cut out. I just put all of mine when I open them up like this, just all in one little baggie so I can keep track of them and not lose them. And then I'm just going to put a pearl in the center of, I think it's 4 of the flowers will do. And this one. And put one there. And then our last one right there. And like I said, guys, I do have the PDF on my blog right now. You can go there and it'll have all the supply items that you need to make the card and the PDF so you can download the instructions. Some people like to have video. I'm a show me kind of person, and some people like both. And so sometimes when I do have time, I like to do both. And so I had time today, so I just did both. And then we're just going to put the sentiment right in this corner, like so. Isn't that a cute, fun card? So this is my July thank you card. And like I said, you'll receive everything except for the ribbon and the pearls. And then my big announcement at the end is, if you have not already, this is only for new subscribers. So if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm going to have a drawing, Prize Patrol, for any new subscribers that subscribes from today, July 1st, until next Sunday. Well, actually Saturday. I'll end it, no, I think I'll end it on Sunday at midnight. So, because I had written it down in my calendar, Sunday to Sunday, so it will end next Sunday the 8th at midnight. And all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. I get notifications every time that somebody subscribes, and it has the date and everything. So it's the pressed flowers. This is a host set for Stampin' Up! And I also have the iridescent sequin assortments. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thanks so much, guys.